Today, good morning. Good afternoon. This is your famous author Mark Roble coming to you live with another YouTube video. Today, I'm not going to hold a book discussion. Well, I am, but I'm kind of not. I'm going to jump around a little bit around topics today, different topics, but they do have something to do with my book, Progressive Credentialism versus Ageism, but not really, but you'll see if you like this. I ran across, while watching YouTube today, a couple excellent videos for people with disabilities. And these videos have to do with aviation. Because one of the airplanes that you can fly as a person with a disability with certain modifications, and I think it can be done with certain modifications, it's called the Mini Fox. You can fly that one, and there's an instructor in Poland that got his instructor's gliders license instructor in Italy that is teaching people with disabilities how to fly gliders. In Poland. Now, but he works with people with disabilities. Now, here's where I'm driving at. I think we, the people with disabilities, and this has to do with our parents, that has to do with the environment that we we surround ourselves with, and a lot of people tell us that, oh no, we can't do this, or we can't do that, or this is too hard and all that stuff. Now, there's a saying in America that you can achieve the American dream, and you can certainly do that. Look at me, I did it. A lot of people told me, because of my disability, that I will not be able to achieve a college degree, that I will not serve in that I will never serve in the United States military, but I did serve for 20 years in the United States Coast Guard, but I did communications and all those other things. I was able to do it. But the thing is, the reason that a lot of doors for people with disabilities are being closed today is because of the dumb law of that is called the Americans with Disabilities. Now, I'm going to explain to you why I don't like the Americans with Disabilities, and I didn't say I don't like the whole thing. I just don't like certain parts of it, and this part of it that I don't like says that providing reasonable accommodations can be done. However, providing reasonable accommodation for a person with a disability, it cannot cause an undue hardship to a company. And why this is a bad law? Because first of all, sometimes our dear employers, because of that thing, they will not hire you as a person with a disability because they're afraid of lawsuits, etc., etc. And this part of the Americans kind of helps them not to hire you in that case. Number two, yes, America has created jobs for people with disabilities, but what are they? Pushing carts in Acme, or doing like, for example, stocking shelves in supermarkets, etc., etc. But in this case, the reason I am calling for a reform of the Americans with Disability Act and all the laws regarding people with disabilities is because this is the 21st century, and this Americans with Disability Act law was passed in 1990. You see how you have to understand the whole dynamic of employment in America between 1990 until now has changed dramatically. Now, if I had my way, a person with a disability could get his commercial pilot's license. A person with a disability could get his merchant marine credential so that he could go work on cargo ships. You know, a lot of times people talk about talk about that a person with a disability can do anything that a normal person can do, and that is true. However, in order for us to achieve it, so to speak, we will have to. The laws that's supposed to protect us from discrimination, all those things, will have to be reformed and changed so they can meet our needs in the 21st century. Now, can this be done? Like I said, it can be done. Some countries in the world have done it. Israel is number one, and to some degree, Poland has done it because now Poland is allowing people with disabilities to be trained as glider pilots. I know, what does glider pilots as a sport have to do with commercial aviation? Yeah, but see, the thing is, here's the thing: once you're able to do, for example, glider work as a pilot, if you can fly a glider, then those people with this can push. For example, in their country, they can push the administrations or whatever, the aviation administrations in their country in Poland, for example, they can push in order to grant them the license for, to get you commercial license, and you can actually we can do the same thing here in America. We can, the people with disabilities can increase their earning potential by getting regular employment, not the minimum wage jobs like McDonald's work, etc., etc. They can basically do a job that anybody else can do. I would now. Maybe I'm doing it a little bit far-fetched. Maybe I'm driving this too far. But I'm going to tell you right now is that, in my opinion, a person with a disability nowadays, because of NASA and Elon Musk and SpaceX, I would drive this thing as far as a person with a disability can become an astronaut. Yes, they can, because the reformations of NASA and things like SpaceX and other things. In my opinion, a person with a disability can become an astronaut. However, they can do this. You can do this, but you have to be able to push yourself. And really, when it comes to employment and other things, I think a lot of those barriers that are set between employment and normal life for a person with this, it's set because of the society puts up barriers for people with disabilities. You see, I wasn't gonna do this type of video today anyway. However, those two videos that I have posted on my Facebook page did inspire me to actually do this video, because you know, we people with disabilities have to reach the what do you call, kind of get into the 21st century. We have to reach the 21st century when it comes to employment and other things. And yes, nowadays becoming a commercial pilot should be a lot easier. You know, to become a merchant sailor for a merchant marine, like, you know, to sail on ships for people with disabilities, it should be to work on ships, it should be easier, and all those wonderful things. I mean, like I said, I know sometimes people say that we have to adapt to the 21st century. Yes, but also the laws, the disability, I mean the most disability laws, the other things, they will have to adapt to the 21st century as well. So I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you in my next episode. You can, if you guys like this, you can subscribe to my channel. You can reach out to me on Twitter. You can reach out to me on Facebook. As a matter of fact, you can actually see those two videos that I have posted on my Facebook page. So I will see you in my next video.